Welcome back to Credit Compass, the podcast where Canadian founders learn how to turn R&D into credits and navigate corporate tax with confidence. I'm your host, Preeti Parmar.
And I am Akshay Bandari, Senior Accountant at Gallant and Tool Inc.
So, in our first episode, we covered shred basics and some advanced tactics. And today, we are going practical with real time, real world stories, the wins, the mistake, and the lessons CRA teaches through reviews. So let's start with the success story. Akshay, tell us about a client who nailed their shred claim.
Sure, Preeti. One startup in clean tech had a small team of engineers experimenting with new sensor calibration methods. They kept weekly development notes in Google Docs, Git commits with detailed messages, and snapshots of test results. When we filed their CRA claim, CRA requested supporting evidence because everything was timestamped and tied to specific experiments. CRA processed the claim smoothly, full refund, no cuts.
So the takeaway is real time. Lightweight documentation wins over lengthy reports written after the fact.
Exactly, Preeti. Documentation doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to prove uncertainty, testing, and iteration.
So, on the flip side, let's talk about a case where things fell short.
Another company tried to claim Shred on a project where they migrated a software product to a new framework. The problem? They already knew the solution would work. There was no real uncertainty. They had tickets, invoices, payroll, but when CRA asked what was the technological problem you didn't know how to solve, they couldn't answer that.
So, the CRA ended up rejecting the claim.
Absolutely. It was rejected, although cost, payroll, contracts, none of it mattered because the core eligibility wasn't there. What's the lesson? Shred starts with uncertainty. No uncertainty means no credit.
So, you mentioned subcontracts in episode 2. Do you have an example where this got tricky?
Yes, Preeti, I can recall one client outsourced part of their AI training to a Canadian subcontractor. They paid around 120,000 Canadian dollars, but the contract was worded vague. It said software development services, which is a very plain word. No mention of uncertain experiments or technical challenges. CRA reviewed it and said, "We don't see evidence this subcontract was for Shred." Result? Most of that cost was disallowed.
So, what's the right way to handle it?
I think always we should draft subcontractor agreements to spell out the experimental work. Even one extra page of scope could protect around $50,000 to $60,000 of credit.
So, let's revisit cash flow. How do companies win here?
One software based company, which was into SaaS, software as a service, that client planned their year assuming a $200,000 refund. They filed their T2 plus Shred at the 6 month mark, along with the tax return. By September, the refund landed right in time to extend their runway, and they hired two more developers.
So, Shred isn't just a credit, it's a funding strategy, right?
Exactly. Treat it like a line item in your forecast, not an afterthought.
So, let's boil this down. What are the top 3 lessons from these stories?
Number one, document as you go. Light, real time, timestamp. Second, prove uncertainty first. No uncertainty equal to no claim. Last, be precise in your contracts, especially with subcontractors.
So, if you want the Shred case study pack with simple devlog entries, a good versus bad subcontract clause, and a refund timing sheet, Comment case pack and we'll DM you the link.
And reminder, guys, this is just the journal information as provided by CRA. This is not any tax advice. Your facts matter. You have to always talk to a professional, chartered accountant, or a CPA. If you don't know anyone, you can reach out to Gallant and Tooling, and we would be happy to help you. Next episode, we will discuss about Shred plus corporate structures, how ownership, CCPC status, and related companies affect your credits.
And if you have found this video helpful, share it with your fellow founders or CFO. It could save them thousands of dollars. Until next time, stay curious, stay compliant, and keep building. Thanks for listening.